Hands up if you saw a person experiencing homelessness either during the day or on the way here tonight. Recent figures suggest that on any given night in Australia, there are over 105,000 people experiencing homelessness. Tonight, you're going to hear about HoMie, a streetwear label and retail store that provides brand new clothing, training and job opportunities to people experiencing homelessness. HoMie has been trading for over 1 year in Melbourne Central and just recently opened a flagship store at the corner of Brunswick and Johnson Street in Fitzroy. We are seeking to raise funds tonight to introduce a new Fitzroy-inspired HoMie apparel clothing line designed and curated by guest artists from Melbourne to fund future dignified shopping experiences for people experiencing homelessness in the local community. So why did we start HoMie? My mate Marcus and I met by chance on a charity bike ride for anti-child trafficking from Vietnam to Cambodia in 2013. After getting a taste of what it felt like to make a meaningful difference to the lives of people less fortunate than ourselves, we wanted to do something for our community when we arrived back home. I used to be indifferent to people experiencing homelessness and would walk past, never give them the time of day or acknowledge their existence. Marcus and I decided the first thing we would do was go and have a conversation with someone who was living rough on the streets of Melbourne. His name was Owen. We introduced ourselves, shook his hand, looked him in the eyes, and sat down to have a conversation. It turned out he was just like us. He once had a family, friends, and a bright future. His wife Annie passed away of a heart attack some years ago. During our lengthy conversation, Owen reflected on something that particularly stood out to me. It was about Annie. He said, "I miss her every day. She was a bit overweight the day we got married, but it didn't make a difference to me." It's the person within. It was at that very moment I realised that Owen was not a homeless person, but rather a person who was experiencing homelessness. So we made it our duty to find a way to do our bit to support people who are experiencing homelessness. It was to make caring cool, and HoMie was born. As previously stated, HoMie is a social enterprise that has a bold vision of striving towards an Australian society free of homelessness. The flagship store on Brunswick Street has three means of effecting positive, meaningful change to the lives of people experiencing homelessness. Number one, hosting a monthly VIP day dignified shopping experience for 30 clients engaged in a homelessness service. 2, providing supported training in our retail environment to young people experiencing homelessness. And 3, linking trainees to guaranteed employment with partnered organisations, whilst also maintaining ongoing support and care through an alumni network. All of this leads to increased confidence, social inclusion, personal and professional skill development, and ultimately, a pathway out of homelessness. So far, HoMie has been able to distribute over 1,200 items of brand new clothing to more than 250 people experiencing homelessness through its VIP day service. The clothing is chosen at the client's own discretion, with the help of a personal shopping assistant. Additionally, haircuts, nails, makeup, nutritious food, coffee, and inspirational presentations are provided by industry professionals. Further to this, HoMie has also in trade 2 young people experiencing homelessness as retail workers in its store since inception. One of these remarkable young people is Hayley. Hayley grew up being physically and mentally abused. At 16, she found herself addicted to heroin and experiencing homelessness. She attempted rehab unsuccessfully several times, and after losing her boyfriend to a drug overdose, Hayley started using ice and attempted to take her own life. We met Hayley when a homelessness service she was a client of attended a VIP day at HoMie and identified her as someone who could benefit from our support. Recently, we asked Hayley for some feedback about the impact that HoMie was having on her life. Her words are as follows: "HoMie has helped me to step out into the world. They have made me feel like I can belong and contribute to society. This morning, I came in and opened the shop up. 2 years ago, I was in the gutter. It's massive being trusted and being given the opportunity to learn. So how can you help us help more people like Owen, Hayley, and our VIP Day clients? Tonight, we invite you to support this innovative endeavour to help change the lives of people experiencing homelessness. A key component of HoMie's value system is a strong willingness to collaborate with like-minded people and groups. Previously, we have been hugely successful in our collaborations and exhibitions with prominent local artists such as Scruffy Unicorn, Marku's Art, No One Illustration and Yingwei. For every $1,000 pledged tonight, we can engage one local artist to design a new product to add to our streetwear range. Through doing this, we can turn your $1,000 into $4,500 through the sales of the new product. In turn, this will enable us to run further VIP Day programs and empower people experiencing homelessness to change their lives. We define a homie as a person who helps others. We want you all to become homies, so help us by pledging tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, boy.